Oh why, oh why, oh why. Oh, you know what? While planning out Bondtober, if there was one I was absolutely dreading to do, I mean properly absolutely dreading, it was the title sequence for Never Say Never Again. I just think this is awful. I mean, really awful. I mean, where to start? I think the first thing to start for me is the fact that you've got this action sequence that also is meant to reintroduce Sean Connery into the character of James Bond, and it's meant to be like this really sort of cool stealth action scene with him taking out goons, infiltrating, zip wiring and all that, and the intention was to have some really sort of dramatic cool stealth action music to go along with this to introduce the character of Sean Connery as James Bond back to the world. But instead, Kevin McClory decided, now what we're going to do is we're going to slap titles on this sequence and also put our title song here to introduce the movie. That was apparently not what the director Ivan Kershaw wanted, and I can definitely see why, because they just don't gel. You've got this song, which we'll get to, by the way, in a minute, don't you worry, but over that you've meant to have this really cool action scene to sort of kick off the movie, and it's just not firing, and it's just conflicting, and it's like making you want to feel one way when you really should be feeling another. I think that's another thing I really hate about this title sequence, is effectively this is the introduction into the movie and the introduction of Sean Connery back to the role of James Bond, and it makes him look like a wimp. It really, really does. It makes him look not so fit, not so engaging. You have to do something basically a bit slower. That's the best way I can describe it. Let's talk here for a little moment about the song Never Say Never Again. God, this is bad. This is just so bad. I mean, this is a song you just literally just screaming, get it over with, get it over with. You just wish it was over. And what with some of the lyrics, you know, I'll get you, I'll bleed you, I'll literally just what? It's just such a bad song. Look, just overall, this whole title sequence is atrocious. You've got a footage that just doesn't add up to the song. You've got a song that doesn't really add up to the footage. It's all over the place. Oh, just thank God in the actual series we've got these amazing title sequences in comparison to this.